Funky Fitness Now, Episode 20, Funky Fitness for Felines.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because this is insane. My cats are ripped.
Welcome to Funky Fitness Now, where every week we take a look at some of the creative, unusual, and crazy things people do to get fit. We have a lot of fun, and occasionally we even learn something. So fasten your weight belt. It's time for Funky Fitness Now. Here are your hosts, Steve Stearns and Jessica Bailey.
Hi, this is Steve Stearns from Outside Health and Fitness, and welcome to episode number 20, where we're talking all about cat cardio. That's right, kitty kettle bells. Kitty kettle, how do you say that? Kitty kettle bells. That's it. That's very hard to say. And fitness for felines. It's going to be a really wild show. We're going to get all like torn up and clawed up and stuff. And speaking of torn up and clawed up, from Sassy Girl Fitness NYC, Jessica Bailey.
Hi, Steve. Okay, first of all, I love that this is going to be a wild show. It's going to be a wild show as my cat is sitting here sleeping. Like, oh, yeah, she's really wild.
It's like nothing we've ever done before. Try saying kitty kettle. See, I can't even do it. Kitty kettlebells. Oh, my God. Try it.
Kitty kettlebells?
Oh, it's easy for you. See, you should be doing the intros.
I think it's just you.
Kitty kettlebell. Kitty kettlebell. That's like a tongue twister. I don't know.
Well, I have a problem saying aluminum.
Aluminum num num num. Yes.
Aluminum.
Okay.
I can say it if I go slow.
We have to do an aluminum episode then, for sure.
No. Oh my God. No.
So you have a cat and I have a cat, correct?
Yes. I have two cats.
Oh, you have two.
Mm-hmm.
Are they both in great shape or what? Are they ripped? No?
My cats are ripped. No, one is she's a little on the heavy side. It's okay because she's got a lot of love. She was a rescue.
Yeah. And
the other one was the runt of the litter. So he's a skinny cat just by nature. They don't get a lot of exercise. I try to get them to exercise, but they don't.
Yeah.
They're cats. How about you?
I love how the cats are rescues. It's like, it makes you think that someone like burst into a burning building and pulled them out of there.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, the way I got my cat, there's in New York City, lots of stores have they're called bodega cats. They're very friendly because they see a lot of people, but they're there probably to keep the mice away.
Oh, yeah.
And there is this one cat in this one specific place I would go into, and I am not joking. Every time this cat and I would see each other, she would scream for excitement and run up to me. And then I would sit on the floor and start to pet her. And it was embarrassing to my husband. He was always like, all right, Jess, let's go.
Let's go.
And I went in one day and they were like, this cat is scaring the children. And I was like, this cat is scaring the children? They're like, we're going to give her up. We're going to give her up. And when they put them in a shelter, sometimes it's a kill shelter. I was like, no. So I picked her up and I took her home.
All right. There you go.
And I had no idea that you're supposed to gradually introduce cats to other cats that live in the house.
Just bring them right in. Bam. Well, I was thinking about it because we both have cats, but there may be people listening that don't have cats, but I think it's okay because I was struck by how much of a similarity there is with regard to health and fitness for cats and health and fitness for us. We found a bunch of stuff online about why you should even exercise your cat. People don't have enough difficulty just exercising themselves. Now I got to make time for my cat. But there are some pretty good reasons, right?
Yeah, I mean, your cat is just like a human. They need exercise too to help maintain a healthy weight and tone their muscles and stay alive,
Stay alive.
Yeah, and stay alive. So how can you tell if your cat is out of shape? I don't know.
Well, I did find a couple of things, and you're right. That's a great question because it's not like they necessarily have a pot belly all the time. Although sometimes you see that with cats, but I guess there are some different ways that you can tell. So if you feel your cat's ribs, if they're a healthy weight, you should be able to feel their ribs. But if they are overweight, you can't. And if you can see their ribs, now you've got another problem where they're potentially underweight. So I guess for a healthy cat, you should be able to feel their ribs when you hold them. And you can even look from the top. I guess cats are supposed to have a little bit of a waist. They have that hourglass Marilyn Monroe sort of thing going on.
Really?
Well, no, I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of how you're supposed to be able to tell. You can just look at that defined waist, and if they have that defined waist, then they are in good shape. I actually found a pretty good guide that's like a visual, and I'll have a link in the show notes so that you can look at your cat and then look at this guide, and it'll give you an idea whether or not your cat is in the right neighborhood or not. And I guess there's a lot of cats that are obese. They said something like almost 100 million pets in the USA, which again kind of mirrors us, right? Kind of mirrors people.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because cats, like humans, are lazy creatures, right? They don't, yeah. But plus, you put them, like, my cats are indoor cats, so they don't get a lot of action. They don't get to go outside and hunt around and do all that.
Hail a cab or whatever.
Yeah. You know what I always heard about telling if your cat is out of shape was checking its tail. Like, you should be able to feel the bone of the... But my cats they don't like me doing that. You can tell their internal monologue is, knock it off.
Right. So you have no idea if they're overweight or not, but they are pissed.
Yeah, they're pissed.
You have indoor cats, but have you ever taken them to see the Broadway show Cats?
No, I've never taken my cats to see Cats, and I have never actually gone to see Cats.
That's like infinity.
I want to, though.
I wonder if they would like it.
Oh, can you imagine? Getting them to focus would be amazing if I could do that.
Yeah, but they'd be roaming all over the place.
Yeah, my cat, oh no, they would be terrified if you took them in public. Oh no.
So, one thing that I thought was very interesting when we were looking through the research and stuff is that when you spade or neuter your cat, they are twice as likely to become overweight.
Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and not that you shouldn't do it, but I guess it just like changes their metabolism or something. So if you have a spayed or neutered cat, you probably do want to check to make sure that they're in good, healthy condition.
As soon as we got our male cat neutered, he developed this little pouch under his belly, and he will not allow you to touch it. Just like a human being, if you have like a little pouch on your belly, you're like, don't come near that pouch. I don't want you touching my fat.
That's right. I'm trying to slim. I'm wearing black.
Right. So, do you know how does a cat get out of shape? How does it happen?
I think it's very similar to like humans. It's that they eat too much and they just don't do enough. What they burn for calories versus what they're taking in for calories is all out of whack.
Yeah. Oh, and I would imagine like when a cat is stressed out, it overeats just like a human overeats, right?
Now, are they stressed out because they have like a deadline and they haven't got it done? The traffic.
Right. Oh, God, the life of a cat, right?
But it's actually what you were talking about. Like you said you introduced your cat into the house just kind of like, I picked him up, I brought him home, boom. That's got to be a very stressful scenario.
Oh, my God. So you try to get your cat in shape. All right, but what do you do with them?
Right, exactly. What do you do with them? I mean, my son bought this like little laser light thing, and it was kind of cool because you didn't actually have to do it yourself. You could literally set it down in the middle of the room, turn it on, and it would randomly point this laser thing all over the place, and the cat would just go crazy trying to chase this laser around.
Oh, my God. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I mean, it gives them a little something to do, keeps them active, even if they're indoor cats,
Yeah. Oh, my cats love a good laser. That's awesome. Do you have like a scratching pad or something for them as well? Like, do they, because I know cats' attention span is very, very short. So do they go and scratch on their scratching pad and then go back to the laser? What do you guys do?
Well, my cat is an outdoor cat, so she gets plenty of exercise outside, but that's her major exercise, just getting out there, trying to stay alive.
Awesome. That's good. Staying alive is always a good thing.
Absolutely.
Plus, I mean, because my cats have never been outside except for the one day that I took the cat home. That's the only time that she's been, or when I take the cats to the vet.
Yeah.
They usually like get down on the ground and they're like, not going to move. So I can imagine like if I got a leash and I trained them, like, those cat leashes, I probably could take them outside, but I don't know. I also don't feel like it would be like that entertaining for me.
For you,
I'd probably be pissed off the whole time. Like, come on,
let's
go.
Yeah, it's either like you're dragging them along or they're just all over the map. I don't know how that works.
Right.
I guess you, like you said, you have to train them to do that.
You know what we always do? We always, like, if we get like a package from Amazon and it's a box, right?
Yeah.
You just leave the box sitting out. Inevitably, they will jump in the box. I'm like, doesn't matter how big that box is, they're getting in the box.
So there's a few ideas there for getting your cat working out anyway, is like the box thing, right? Give them something to do, a scratching post, the little laser pointer things. Even if you don't have a fancy one like that one that my son bought, I mean, even one of those like little laser pen things, you could entertain the cat for quite a while and get them moving around. Like you said, you could take them out on a leash, take them for a walk, or if they're outdoor cats, I mean, I know my cat gets quite a bit of exercise just running around outside. But, you know, my favorite part of researching for this whole thing was the equipment. Right? I'm all about the kitty gym equipment.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you, I found some, I'm sure you did too, I found some really great stuff. I found this water treadmill. What I found was this cat named Buddha, who is morbidly obese. So this cat, and this is what morbidly obese is for a cat, 31.4 pounds, which is pretty big for a cat.
That is huge. Oh, my goodness. My cat, who is overweight, is 15 pounds, and she's a big cat.
Yeah, this one is
31 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's like
That's
a big
huge cat.
It's like a big round cat. But they put this cat in this water treadmill and
Wait, cats hate water.
Exactly. That's right. Apparently this one is okay with it, but you're right. Most cats can't stand water, but they put him in this water treadmill and this cat lost 4 pounds down to 27.9, which
wow.
That's pretty good because it's a little bit over 10% for that cat.
Right. That's great.
Yeah, but I thought it was pretty interesting.
How did they get this cat? First of all, what possesses you to be like, hey, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to buy this underwater treadmill.
I'm going to put my cat on a treadmill underwater, and I'm going to throw a toaster in there too. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. Well, underwater activities like make you feel weightless. So
yeah,
that's kudos for that. That's awesome. That's great thinking on their part to be like, hey, I need to get my cat moving.
Yeah, and
we don't want to hurt his joints.
And to be clear, I mean the cat's head was above the water, so.
All right, good. Thank God.
They didn't have like a little snorkel on them or something.
Oh my God.
Which would have been very interesting.
Okay.
Now the other thing that I found, and I know you found some too. I'm just very excited about this one. I found a DVD also, a DVD program for your cat.
Amazing! Oh, what is this? Please tell me.
Oh, you got to listen to. Hang on a second. Listen to this. I got a little clip here so you can check it out.
Is your cat a little too puffy underneath all that fur? Does she get enough exercise? The video project showcases the Work It Kitty DVD in an effort to promote a healthier lifestyle for cats. The clip features many enthusiastic felines, including Mr. Freckles, Pumpkin, Tom, Boots, Harley, Fritz, and Banjo. Using exercise moves like the rear leg lift, the toilet paper rolling, paw rotation, jumping box squats, and the ab cruncher, the kitties seem to have a good time getting a dose of aerobics in.
Isn't that awesome?
It is awesome. Is it a joke?
Yes.
Or is this real?
No, it's a joke. But it's a great video because they've got one of the little cats just laying on his side and lifting his rear leg up. And
how funny. Oh, my God.
It's great.
That's amazing. Well, how much does this DVD cost?
I don't know. I never got that far with it. I couldn't stop watching it. It's like you put a cat in any video and it's pretty funny,
Oh, yeah. Why is that, right?
know.
Every time. I found something that is called a cat wheel.
Mm.
And it's like a larger version of a hamster wheel. Yeah. So you put your cat in this wheel and it begins to, first of all, you put the cat in, it's going to probably jump out. But let's say it doesn't. It starts to walk and run and eventually their heart rate goes up so they burn calories. And you can do it in your home.
It sounds pretty cool, but like you said, I can't imagine the cat staying in there long enough. Unless you had something to, tempt them,
No, there's no way. I can tell you exactly what will happen. They'll be like, what? No.
Yeah.
I'm going into this large hamster wheel. And those hamster wheels that they have designed for humans, I would not get in them. That stresses me out. So I can't imagine being like, hey, kitty cat friend, get in here.
Yeah, this is completely abnormal. You'll love it.
Yeah, I think that's going to stress them out.
Yeah.
But, whatever. There's that. You have a cat wheel.
Cat wheel. The other thing that you see a lot of times at those pet stores is like that the whole cat. I don't know if it's like the Trump Towers for a cat. You know what I mean? It's like
it's called the
carpeted
kitty
thing.
condo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I guess those are pretty good in terms of just giving the cat something to do that's active, And I did find a guy online, because I guess these things are like insanely expensive. And this guy online said, he goes, I went to this pet store, I took a look at it, and I went, okay, it's cardboard and carpeting, and I can make this myself. And so he built his own. So I've got a link that if you have a cat and you want one of these like kitty condo things, but you don't want to spend like $250 on it, you can make your own. And I think he made it for like $25 or something.
That's amazing. Because
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my girlfriend bought the kitty condo, and this is what happens. The cat found a way to get to the top of it by crawling on other furniture and sleeps on it. Like, does not crawl up in it to get to the top to sleep. No. It's found an easier way. Yeah, so it's worth $25 to build it, not worth $250.
Yeah. So the cat ruins the other furniture to get up onto the kitty condo or something. It's crazy.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Great.
Success. So, I mean, do you have anything else? I mean, that's pretty much everything I had on keeping your cat fit. I mean, I guess it is really important. I mean, they are a member of your family, right? A lot of people.
Right. You love them.
You love them, and you want to make sure that they're healthy and they have a good life. So, feeding them properly and making sure that they are active and exercising is a good thing.
Yeah. Can we take a moment
Yes.
just to recognize that you and I talked seriously about cat fitness? What?
I know. Hey, there are people out there that need to know this stuff.
I know. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because this is insane. But we talked very seriously about cat fitness.
I love it. I mean, where else are you going to learn about cat fitness, really?
I know. I don't know. On Funky Fitness Now is where you're going to talk about cat fitness.
That's right. And we have, and hopefully we've got some people out there that are going like, okay, thumbs up. This is good. I finally found out what to do with my cat. And they can leave us a review because we've been getting some great reviews on iTunes.
So thank you, listeners. It's totally awesome. And I want to read an iTunes review. I'm just going to read one. I'm not going to read them all because I know that's very boring if we have to read all of them. So user Very Sleepy said, great tips from smart and entertaining hosts. How great is that? Isn't that so fun? We're smart and entertaining.
It's awesome, but I'm wondering, did she leave that about this show?
No, that was before the show was recorded.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Not this particular episode. But she we're talking about us, smart and entertaining. That's awesome. No, that really is. That's very odd. That's very nice. It's a great review. We totally appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Very Sleepy.
Yes, Very Sleepy. I hope you're staying awake for this episode. Now,
yeah, I hope so too.
Now, if you're listening out there, it's your turn to leave us a review. It's really easy. If you are on an Apple device and you're using the podcast app, all you have to do is click on the cover art for this episode, which probably has a cat in it. I'm not sure. And you'll see the show notes, and there's a link there where you can leave a rating and review. Just click it, give us your feedback, and that's it. It's way easy. You can do it right from your phone.
Awesome.
Totally easy. And if you don't have an Apple device, you can still go to funkyfitnessnow.com/20. Click on the same link, and you'll also find other links to everything that we talked about in the show today, plus more information on keeping your cat fit and healthy. And while you're there, make sure that you get a copy of our free ebook, 25 Funky Ways to Live Longer. That raises the question, what is 100 years for cats? Do you know what cat years are? Because dogs are like 7.
Yeah, well, I thought cats were the same, was 7 years. So what is that, 700?
7? No, I think you go the other way. I think it's 100 divided by 7, which is a really easy thing to do in your head. Not. So what are we talking about next week? Do you remember?
Next week, it's very funky. It's Funky Fitness in Space. It's astronaut workouts.
I love it.
How fun is it's so crazy, right? Oh, we're on a roll with the weird stuff.
Yes. Funky Fitness in Space. There should be like some sort of a in space like reverb thing.
And yeah. Let's work on that.
Okay, we'll have to work on that. All right. Well, I will see you next week. That's awesome.
Okay, I'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for for listening to the show. If you haven't already, make sure you visit funkyfitnessnow.com for more of the weird, wild, and kooky things people do to stay fit. While you're there, be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter so you never miss an episode. See you next week.